buyers have run it up, they're overbought. Now it's time for us to, you know, push it back down. So I think this is a better move. We're going to come down back here to this is going to be TP1. That was our previous entry. And then TP2 is going to be close to this area of support, a little bit higher. Always put it a little bit higher because sometimes it gets wicked out earlier. This is US 30, correct? All right. So it is 12:54. We have 6 minutes till 1 o'clock. Lunch time's over. Let me go down to the 1 minute, see what we see. See if we see any reversals happening here before time. Here. Or put in that order. Sell stop. It's going to be a sell stop. I want to wait till after 1 o'clock. I might move my entry down a little bit. Because we're close to entry, but that might be a pullback and it might go back up a little bit more. So don't enter until 1 p.m. Don't have sound. Don't place it yet. We're going to wait till 1 p.m. Wait till 1 p.m. What I'm looking for here is whenever you're trading, I'm looking for a reversal pattern. So I look for something like this, right? So as I said, you know, I want price to go lower, come back up, not past this area right here, come back up, form a higher low, and then down. So I need this to happen first to confirm the reversal of the pattern before we enter, okay? So I want to see a lower low. That's what I'm waiting on. I want, you know, maybe another green candle here, then a red candle, and then we might move our entry to right here. I'll put it in the chat. So let's see if that happens. It looks like it's forming a lower low now. Okay, go ahead and input it. I think it's forming the lower low. Go ahead and put in the order. Also, all right. Now we're going to wait for the market to go ahead and hit. Okay. So we're waiting for entry. Pull up the day. Pull the entry. Okay. Here it is. This is the TP2 that I have here. Constantine, could you help her out, John? I don't know. Oh, I'll just him or her.
Do you want AI match?
Put it in the chat box, please. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm putting it right now, changing it to sell stop. Stop. All right. My screen a little bit bigger. As you're saying, it's small. All right, now, as you can see, we have selling momentum entering the market on the 1 minute. Let's check the 1 hour. 1 hour is still pushing up a little bit. This could take some time, but we have time. Okay. It might wait till here might face some resistance right here. I'm gonna put on the 1 hour, put a vertical line right there. This might be our reversal spot, which is very, very close to it right now. Well, that's just the 1 p.m. alarm. Sell, stop. Now let me go down to the 15-minute. Okay, we're very close to the 70 RSI. I have an alert set there. I think we shall see the reversal there. We're having good signs here. We have long wicks to the top, small green body. That means selling pressure is coming in the market. And we should be good to go soon. What time is it? Here. Move this, is confusing. Yep, it's going to be a sell stop, Amitha. We are waiting for price to come back down to our entry and push all the way down. Let me look at the news. See here, S&P. S&P 500 slipped while NASDAQ showed slight gains. Real estate was the weakest sector. The dollar slipped, gold remained flat, crude oil increased, Bitcoin showed slight gains, jumped to 4.18%. Stress, can you send the link for the extension? Let me see how I can do that. Yeah, for the extension, let me see how I can do that. Extensions, Forex. How do I get the link? Any details? Not sure how I send the link for the extension. Can't send a link to an extension, but if you can see my screen, this is how you do it. You have to be on Google Chrome. Okay, so you have to be on Google Chrome. And sorry, yeah, definitely, extremely possible. You're going to need the plan would be, if you're going to be a full-time day trader, you would have to. What I would do is first practice, and then I would get a funded account. You need I would say $10,000 to $100,000 to have enough capital to make enough money to become a full-time trader. Well, will there be a conversation about what to expect for NFP tomorrow? I don't trade Fridays, so no. Let's go back to the chart. See what we got. All right. Now, you see prices struggling there, moving sideways. Now we just got to wait for a entry. This red line is my 1 p.m. line. Sorry. Back here. What we want to see, we have news. What was that it? All right, we got a bit of consolidation. Yeah. We wait. He's selling volume to enter the market. But it looks like sellers are in the game. See his candle right here. So sellers are in the game. Now all we need is momentum. Selling momentum. Look at the heat map. How's that doing? Let's see. I'm gonna refresh. When you go to the heat map, never forget to refresh, because when you have it open, you gotta always refresh it. Yeah. So we did that this morning. You probably weren't in the chat. So the factors that led up to making this call is one, my technical analysis is where we find the areas of interest where price will struggle. So that's how I found my entry. That's why I put it right above this yellow line. Okay. Secondly, I used the 15-minute RSI. See here. All right. The 15-minute RSI is headed to overbought. Usually when the market is overbought, it makes a reversal to the downside. Now, my overall premise for this trade is news. So we had here in Forex Factory, we had some red calendar news today. Let me make this bigger. All right, unemployment claims are up from 221 to 227. The forecast was 226. This is bad. Unemployment claims tracks the amount of people filing for unemployment in the United States. So if more people are filing for unemployment, that means they have no jobs, they have no money, they're not spending money in the economy. That's bad. That makes that makes price drop. ISM PMI is 52.7, went down. That is also bad. Okay. So those two news events, along with the news events that we found here, right here, tells me, let me see the 2 hours ago. Okay. US proxy, NASDAQ XP Dow slip, yields rising. That's bad. Wall Street red, sees red as US yields surge, so on and so forth. So this is my fundamental analysis mixed with my technical analysis. So on the fundamental side, I use news. On the technical side, I used my 15-minute areas of interest or support and resistance areas to find my entry, which is right above this area right here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And we're about to hit entry any minute now. Let's go back down to the 1 minute. And hopefully it doesn't bounce off. Hopefully we just have one big red candle. Entry hit, and we're off to the races. To break below this yellow line right here, that is also an area of support or resistance. I don't remember, it's in the back, but we needed to break through there, break through here, then we should be smooth sailing down to here. You see this thing right here? You said, how did I get that news? You see this thing right here on your map, on your screen? You click it, and then you hit more news, and then it'll put it over here. Thing. And I put my stop loss above this area in case price comes up and decides to, that there, she, for the 1 minute. Let me go look back on the 15 minute. It's probably headed to the RSI on the 70 before we see that big move down. So we'll wait on the 15 minute here, see that happen. I have an alert set. That should put us in the game. Also, see it's flopping in between red and green, but buying momentum is slowing. You see these bars getting lower and lower and lower. Should be good to go. We are in the red. Drawdown is this part of the game. Hold on a second. We should see the reversal as soon as the RSI is hit on the 15 minute. So we wait on that. Red bar right here. That was just my 1 o'clock reminder. With 3 minutes left on this candle, it would be good if this candle, it might close green, but the next candle should be red. Getting closer to the '70 in the RSI. We want to see to confirm this trade on the RSI. I want these two to get closer. And when this hits the RSI 70, I want this to cross over the MA, the moving average, to cross over this purple line. I want these to get closer. And then that'll confirm the reversal. And we should be good to go back into our entry and on our way to profits. Yes, this is a sell. Sell stop. Put on the Bloomberg Newsy. See what's happening.
Get your entry in by the 7th of August for the chance to have your company profiled and to attend unique networking events.
This is Bloomberg Markets, and I'm Shonali Bassick. Brookfield is one of the world's largest alternative investment management companies, and it's betting big on U.S. office real estate and other forms of the property market. Here's a breakdown of their flagship funds, with less than 10% actually invested in the U.S. office properties and 18% in non-U.S. office real estate. We're going to bring in Brookfield's real estate CEO right now, Brian Kingston, for an exclusive interview on what Brookfield is doing. Brian, we broke earlier this year, according to our sources, that Brookfield is in the verge of raising $50 billion right now for a new flagship property fund. How are you going to be putting all that money to work?
First of all, thanks for having me, Sean. And look, we think we're coming into a very interesting period of time for real estate investment. Over the last number of years, there has been a pretty big buildup in inventories, et cetera.
All right, we see that the RSI is curving a bit, getting closer to that yellow. That is good. That means that buying potential is weakening. And we have on the volumes, we have volume turning to red there. Might flip-flop for a bit.
And other things that are happening. And so we think we're coming into a great period of time where we're going to be able to put that capital to work at great returns.
I'm really curious about the office buildings here. I mean, it's a very controversial space right now. There are a lot of questions about how offices will make it through any hiccups in the market, especially given all of the changes around how and where people work. How are you viewing the office space in particular?
Well, when we talk about office, I think it's really important to distinguish between, high-quality, modern, purpose-built office and older, commodity, more traditional office that's becoming quickly functionally obsolete. And so we often say that we're
all right. So why I focus on the so the hourly RSI is when you're looking for bigger moves, right? So if you're a swing trader, you mainly use the 1 hour, right? Because that's when. Let me give you an example. Let me show you. Let's go out to the 1 hour real quick. All right. So, for example, let's look at the RSI on the 1 hour. So, okay, for example, this one, let's see. This one right here. All right. On the 1 hour, you'd have to sit and look at the charts a lot longer. I like to be in a trade an hour, maybe 2 hours, right? So I'm not looking for as long of a move. If you're waiting on the 1 hour RSI, you're looking for a very, very long move. That's 1 hour, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 hours in the market, right? Before the RSI just got to almost the middle. So that's 4 hours in the market. I'm a day trader. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a day trader. So on the 15 minute, that's when, I'm looking to trade for 15, 30, 45 minutes, be in and out, boom, boom, bomb,
It's going through some challenges right now, but any forecast looking 5, 10, 15 years down the road, technology is going to be a bigger part.
And that's why I use the 15 minute.
Is really the center of excellence for that.
For example, like for scalping, I've used the 5 minute, because I want to know when selling pressure has entered the market. It's looking good on the 5 minute, looking like we're going to have the reversal close, and we're going to have a push down soon. Let's go to the 1 minute.
It's a major entry point, obviously, into the United States, and there's not enough being built here.
So obviously, right here we see that we have the roof of this area.
Continues to be in very high demand there. We're still not building enough homes, and so
based on the on these factors. This is the 1 hour support and resistance area, and the RSI on the 15. So usually when the market is exhausted or close to the 70, you're going to start looking for reversals. So that's why I knew that it was going to reverse right here. So RSI is close to the 70. Once it goes above, I look at the chart, I look and see where is price right now. So like if I see that price is right here, right? And we're close to the 70, I'm going to put my entry down here. Because, if on the R side and price is right here and it's getting close to the 70, it's going to push up some more. But to be safe, we put our entry down this way so that we could catch it on the fall back down. No, we right now because we're looking for entry. Yeah, we look at the 15 minute. But to gather all the data, like to get all these lines right here, the support and resistance areas, where I usually plot to find my entry, I do that on the 1 hour. But I split flop between the 1 hour, the 15 minute, and the 1 minute. The 1 minute gives you a closer look at the market. And anytime you see price go up and then start consolidating, it's getting ready for a move to the downside. Because buyers push the price up, but now sellers are resisting, sellers are resisting, sellers are resisting, sellers are resisting. So that usually means that there's a reversal in the market coming.
Rising, especially with such massive players like the regional banks stepping out of the market or being constrained.
Doesn't matter if it was previous support or resistance for new buy and sell. The rule of thumb is on support and resistance on the 1 hour. Usually it tests 3 times. So like a support will be tested 3 times. Support, bounce off once. Support, bounce off another time. Then the third or the fourth time, it usually breaks through that support, and the support now goes to resistance. So, yeah. TP position also. TP is TP is where our original TP was.
On his way from New Jersey to Washington D.C. for his January.
Well, right above this area right here, which is a support area.
Right here on Bloomberg. And still ahead, we will hear from Continental Resources Chairman Harold Hamm. Up next, this is Bloomberg.
No, I would only do that if I was a swing trader. I don't ever plot on the weekly. It's daily for strong support or strong resistance. 15 minute, 1 hour for a little less strong support and resistance. That's where I find my entries, which is these yellow lines. And then we have what's that thing called? The 15 minute where we find supply and demand. All right, this thing is pushing up a bit. Hopefully it doesn't hit our stop loss. Even if it does, I would re-enter the trade if it already entered. If you entered late, then don't worry about it. Just leave your trade as is. But we have strong buying pressure coming in. And yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I got a phone call.
There is no digital without chips. And I emphasize that because everybody speaks about the digitalization of the world. And I would even go a step further. There is no Green Deal without chips. So yes, it's a bit like the new oil for the world. And given some of these geopolitical tensions, especially between the US and China, it's become a necessity, I believe, to be more resilient against these geopolitical tensions. And while finding it out the hard way through the past 2 years during the pandemic, and what I mean with the hard way is that we've all seen how key industries in Europe and the US, especially in the industrial, medical, and automotive sectors, have suffered from a shortage of semiconductors.
This is Bloomberg Markets, and I'm Shonali Bassick. We're going to turn now to our weekly Bloomberg Green segment because earlier this summer, BlackRock's Larry Fink said he's retiring the term ESG, saying it's become weaponized and misused by both the left and the right.
Let me go down to the 15 minute. Where's the all right? RSI is about to hit on the 15. Getting close. But as you can see, the candles, not the candles, the bodies of these candles are getting smaller. So that's good. This one's a little bit bigger.
Okay, so first of all, there's a couple things that Harold Hamm has to say about BlackRock. One,
thank you for putting a new signal in.
Which is why I was here in his book launch. And in that, he basically says that Larry Fink has been very manipulative and cynically manipulated ESG for his own gain. I mean, really harsh words. Then when you spoke about that, I said, look, you were instrumental in trying to turn around the ESG mentality and really moving into the anti-woke world. And I said, do you think there's more legs to run? Do you think there's more juice in that?
Now, what does this mean for oil companies?
Very close to the 70.
Anti-green. I mean, he used some choice.
But we do like that the buying momentum candle right here, not candle, but forgot what it's called, volumes is low. This thing is going to push up a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't hit our stop loss, and then wait for the reversal.
And BNF, for example, had a great piece out. They talked about just how much money is going to have to be spent on the energy transition. And we're talking money from like $300 billion now to something like $14 trillion in about 10 years. I mean, these are rough timelines, but this is a lot of money. And that's where a lot of the oil companies, they like oil, they want to find oil, but they're doing other stuff, whether it's carbon capture, whether it's looking, say, for lithium, or using their technologies. We talked to Scott Sheffield, the pioneer, yesterday, and he was talking about finding lithium and minerals in water, so using other areas. Now, Harold Hamm said, no way is he doing lithium. He still likes finding oil, and he still thinks that there's some legs for that anti-ESG momentum. Here's part of that conversation that we had.
Oh, actually, no, I wasn't planning on it, but I set an alert on gold, right? Gold's kind of flat, so we're waiting to see what happens if it goes outside of this area. Let me move this alert a little bit closer. I want to know when it's done with this consolidation. It's just moving sideways, so I set an alert at the bottom, set an alert at the top. Usually the first alert that gets hit, if the top one gets hit, it moves outside of the zone. That means it's going to go long, which is good for buys. If I see a lot of buying pressure, a lot of selling pressure, we'll take it.
You are seeing crude higher on the day. We have those hints from Saudi Arabia here about more output reductions moving forward above and beyond the month that they've already.
Well, Stradius, it's based on your risk tolerance. So use the risk calculator. All right. Oh no, sorry, that's the thing. So use the risk calculator. Okay. Oh no, yeah, US 30. But I did send you guys a US 30 pit calculator. Hold on, let me grab it. US 30.
But longer term,
Calculator.
there's no problem in the energy transition when it's binary, when it's only, say, wind and solar, or it's only oil and gas. He thinks there has to be basically a transition. That you really need fossil fuels to do that. And if you're against that, or you're
calculate your risk based on this, your profits. Use that pit calculator to do so, and then if you want to risk $20, you figure out what that number is and put your stop loss there, or and your TP wherever.
Alex, thank you so much for your time and for that great interview. That is Bloomberg's Alex Steele. And we are going to take a quick check on the markets because we are near session highs. Actually, the S&P is in the green. The NASDAQ 100 is in the green. More markets up next on Bloomberg.
One or two. One or two of the products I'm usually watching. Just one or two.
We're not going to be relying upon countries whose values we don't share.
The world of business. It's all about corporate power at the end. Balance of Power. Live from Bloomberg's Washington headquarters.
How long will it take? How many years? Why don't we take this one day?
As you can see, price is struggling right there.
Every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Join host Anne-Marie Horder.
Gold.
And Joe Matthew.
The debt ceiling.
Said what moves opposite? Usually gold.
Alongside Kaylee Lang.
regulators to do more. That puts the Fed between a rock and a hard place.
As they deliver news.
This is such an important economic issue.
It's no longer trying to run away from it.
Really blew some minds. We can both invest more and also make sure that communities feel safe in their own skin.
And analysis.
I'm liking this candle a lot. Big wick to the top on the 15-minute. Still hasn't hit the 70 RSI though. Big selling momentum coming in.
And it's now more than well alive.
That's for sure.
Big long wick to the top. That is good. Give me 1 second, guys. I have a call.
Vitally important. This is the intersection of Washington and Wall Street.
Bringing people directly to the decision makers that impact your investments and your life.
Balance of Power, every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern, only on Bloomberg, your global business authority. Bloomberg covers the world with unmatched reach and resources. From more than 120 countries, the moment news breaks, 24 hours a day.
All right, I'm back.
Your global business authority.
This is Bloomberg.
All right, let's see here. Looks like there's not much volume in the market today. It's very slow. I was expecting more volume, but that's because of what's happening today at 5. The earnings announcements.
More than 0.2% right before some really big earnings coming out. Want to take a check at yields as well because the 2-year is not moving very much. It's only 1 basis point. We're looking at 4.89 on the 2-year handle, but the more movement is on the 10-year and the 30-year. The 10-year, you're looking at 4.19, 11 basis point moves. Those are tighter fundamentals.
What is that thing called?
Out on the curve, John, it's even worse. Take a look.
And certainly that yield story has played a role in influencing the stock market in this choppy session, Shanali. And then, of course, we've got all these earnings stories, which the market continues to digest. You've got Clorox shares sky high, 9% today, some pricing power for that consumer products player. On the other hand, you've got Expedia down a whopping 15%. Now, some of what the company had to say echoes what we heard from some of the domestic carriers in the United States about the fact that there's been a lot of international travel.
Yeah, I will.
At home,
I shall.
Economic warrior, just how people have been spending their travel dollars this summer, we shall see. And then you've got a lot of the tech stories we've been tracking. PayPal's profit problems front and center in this latest quarter. We're looking at that stock off right now about 10%. Etsy, its outlook worrying investors. It's down 11.5%. You mentioned more names to watch for, Shanali. Apple and Amazon set to report their results after the bell.
Absolutely. And earlier today,
People always told me that. Yeah, sports commentator. Always on the 15-minute time frame. You wait for confirmation of a reversal. Yeah. Well, I wait for confirmation of reversal. I look at the RSI on the 15-minute, but then I go down to the 1 minute. And what I'm looking for, the 1 minute, are long wicks to the top or consolidation. And this looks like we have selling momentum entering the market. Big red candle. All right. I forgot what the name of this pattern is, but that is a reversal pattern. So what we need to confirm this trade that, enough selling potential is in, is I needed to pass this area, not get wicked out, pass this area, not get wicked out. And as you can see on the RSI, let me see what this came out. See here. News, we have services sector. The main U.S. indexes are positive. NASDAQ leading up. Okay, energy sectors lead gainers at S&P 500. Dollar dips, gold edges up, Bitcoin gains, U.S. 10-year Treasury. Wells Fargo investment industry rewards against chasing technology sector. Social media buzzes about a claim of successful room temperature superconductor development by experts. El Nino proxy. Experts with support. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so it went down to our closer entry. This is where I would go into the 1 minute because I just like to see it a lot closer. I like to see those candles. All right, so we have slip down, lower high, boom, boom. This is the pattern that we want to see. We want to see down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So this is good.
Really haven't been hit that hard at all as the rest of the market has been broadening. And truly, everywhere, and you mentioned small caps, we were waiting to see if small caps would catch a bid, and they are. Cyclicals catching
There
a
we
bid,
go.
they are. Really, and even the energy patch, which had a really tough first half of this year, catching a bid.
My share screen is still on the 15 minute? No, this is the 1 minute. If you need to know what time frame I'm on, you just look right here. This is 1 minute.
Linda, when you take a look at those magnificent sevens, what would it take?
We're going to have to see a little struggle here. Then it's going to come down here, struggle a little bit. But from here to TP1, which I believe is right here, should be smooth.
High for these stocks and higher than they are for the rest of the universe. And that's it.
All right, everybody should be in profit. And big red candles is what we need and what we want.
PE multiples. This is nowhere close to that. So these companies are getting the benefit, the nod for being extremely profitable, even as the outlook for the productivity enhancements coming with AI will really.
As I always say, guys, you don't have to wait for my TP. If you see a number that you like, remember the market could always reverse on you. Whatever you're comfortable with. I think TP1 is a safe TP. TP2 could take a while, but I do believe the market will go down there. Let me go back out to the 15 minute and look at the RSI.
Some other forces here, whether it's the Treasury issuance or the U.S. downgrade.
Okay, good. Now we're looking for, as I said, the this yellow line, which is the MA, to cross above and push this thing all the way down. I'm going to set an alert right here at this on the RSI of the 15, right here at the support. That might be a TP as well. It's either or with me. It's either or when my TP gets hit at my support or resistance area, or I find an area of interest on the RSI. I'm going to put possible TP.
And that isn't hurtful at all. In fact, a rising long-term yield is kind of a nod to the fact, a comment that the economy very well may avoid.
Would you normally drop your stop loss now to protect? I would wait till it pushes a little bit further. I'd wait till it pushes past this area, okay, and then I'll drop my stop loss down.
It's just hard to see inflation coming up so much to really rock this market now. That is not the problem. I think the problem will be if the jobs report is too strong, if the Fed gives us another rate hike and then says, well, and then maybe another, and then we keep raising our expectation for what the final Fed funds is. That's what could probably get us into trouble.
I'm glad you brought up all of those considerations, Linda, because, when you look at the historical interest rate hiking cycles and then look at what happens to the S&P 500 when we're near the end of one of those cycles, it does appear that performance for the broader equity market often depends on whether or not you see a recession environment emerge from that. And I guess that's what investors are going to
Past what area? Oh, right here. This, yeah, the second yellow line. This area right here.
S&P this year were to continue, let's say, into next year.
You want to be like, okay, this is a good rule of thumb. 5 use today. No, it's no, it's still in development. I got to call the guy today actually. That's making it. So a good rule of thumb, once you're your entry on a 15-minute chart, wait for 2 candles to close. That's around 30 minutes. Yeah, that's the moving average. And it's these are my levels. Moving average length 14 on the R side.
But just don't see that anytime soon. Linda, it's just too strong, and the earnings season has been very strong, particularly on margins.
Speaking of the earnings season, a very intense 24 hours here because we do have big tech earnings around the corner. We have the jobs report around the corner. How are you setting up for some of these catalysts?
Well, of course, in the middle of earnings season, as you said, you get mixed information. You see some of these big names.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Even getting hit hard today. That's just the nature of the game here and the expectations. We look for mainly a GARP type strategy. If you're buying growth at a reasonable price, then you may not be outsized on your price earnings multiples. These mega names that you talk about that are going to be telling us their earnings today, among the big, the Magnificent Seven, probably would have a very hard time disappointing enough to see those stocks get rocked. But maybe, maybe take a breather in here, as you acknowledge.
Absolutely, that is Linda Dussel. She's Federator MA's Senior Vice President and Senior Equity Strategist on a big day, again, of earnings. The other big news is outside markets, and that is former President Donald Trump's arraignment in Washington, D.C. occurring.
I say about 45 minutes.
Outside at the courthouse with details.
About 45 minutes. Yeah, I would say 30, 45 minutes. Maybe sooner. Nobody ever really knows.
He is going to travel from New Jersey, from Newark Airport to Washington Reagan National Airport, and then travel here to the federal courthouse at 4 p.m. Eastern time is when we expect this arraignment to happen. He will be fingerprinted, and although the former president said on Truth Social earlier this afternoon that he will be arrested today,
I use FIB on pairs only. Euro dollar, pound yen, but I do not use the FIBs on US 30. From my experience, they just don't tend to work on US 30. You look at it, I'm in Miami, Florida. I'm in a beautiful Miami, Florida.
And conspiracy against rights, being the right to vote and the right to have one's vote counted. And if convicted on these charges, they could carry a penalty of up to 20 years in prison. This, of course, is just an example of the legal blow stacking up for the former president, and it's just yet another step in that today as he gets ready to hear.
Yeah, I love Miami. Miami's pretty dope. I love it. It's great. All right, seems that we have some support in this area. I'd like to see it push past this area. Once we get down here, we should be smooth sailing.
From the former president, his campaign, and his supporters that this is an example of a corrupt Justice Department that is being weaponized against him as he is seeking the presidency once again in 2024. He, of course, is currently in the running to be the Republican nominee in the next
Florida
race, and they say this is part of a two-tier justice system that is being targeted towards.
Sometimes I do use the 4 hour. This is how you use time frames. You got to look at it like this. I did this analogy, right? Let's say you're watching a football game, right? Or you're at a stadium and you're watching a game. If you sit in the section, all the way up there, you can't really see the game. You can't really see the plays as well. So when you analyze the market, the closer you zoom in, it's like a telescope. The closer you zoom in, the closer you see what's happening in real time. If you want to see overall what's happening in the game, if you just want to sit all the way back and see everything, bigger, you sit all the way at the top. But if you want to see each guy make a play, you know what I mean? Each guy here would be each candle. If you want to see closer, you move closer in.
With primary races, it's going to be definitely quite a challenge.
All right. So as I said, we expected some resistance right here. Now we are going to push it down. What's up, my bro? How you doing? You're good. Yeah, I know you are. All right, now we have price moving below. Some new news, Mr. T. No new news. Service sector growth slowly. No, nothing new. You'll know new news when you see a little red dot on top of this thing right here. Yeah. What I do is I put in 2 orders. So I put in 2 orders, one at let's say one lot. You put in 1, and then another one at 1. All right. So I'll close one out at TP1, and then I'll close the other one out at TP2. So that allows you to secure some profits. You know what I mean? So if market goes against you, and you see a reversal headed to TP2, you can just close out and still be good.
When do we have to see the kill? It's for the Fed to
how we can use the 1 minute RSI scalping. Whenever the market's in consolidation like this, like that, that's a good scalping method. And I think I made a video about it. What you call it? Yeah. Oh, send me that. All right. Should be nice profits. Might see a little retest right here for the major push down. Going back out to the 15-minute. I want to see that candle there. Nice big red candle in the 15-minute. Big red candle. Nice selling. Oh, there is news. Rate cuts. Summarize it. Yeah, you can move stop loss now. Chile and Brazil have cut interest rates in Latin America, where investors borrow in currencies and low interest rates like Japanese yen, back in Japan's monetary policy tweet. However, the analysis on carry trades like this has had its best start of the year. Those investors are cautious against chasing technology sectors. Yeah, okay. This yellow line right here, that's TP1. So it's far away. Yeah, you can move your stop loss. I would move it right there. Now, also another area of interest is going to be right here. Market should struggle right here. If you see, we might see a reversal there. So we want to be careful right around this area. I'll show it to you right now. Boom. See where all these wicks are right here? This area. Price is going to struggle there for the breakout to the downside. But I'm very confident in this trade. And now look, on the RSI, now this is what we're looking for. The reversal down, that's confirmation number one. Also, the MA, the moving average, crossing above the RSI, and selling potential coming in. So this bar is smaller than this bar, so that means that extra selling potential, momentum, is coming into the market. That just gives us extra confirmation that we're going to measure. Yeah, that would be crazy, JP. But yeah, you just got to stick to it, man. Just stick to the trading plan. You'll be good to go.
Thank you both for joining us because Allison, you have not only a record high here for the Apollo shares, you also have them minting more than $1 billion in profit. What does this mean for the path forward for Apollo? As we know, once you hit a record, then the pressure is up to hit another one, isn't it?
I mean, I think what this means for Apollo is the path forward for them is really seeing this credit asset security part of the business grow tremendously. Private equity is
Yeah, I believe so. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
There's a ton of investor demand for private credit, which is something that
just remember, if you're on a 1 minute chart and you see this thing starts pumping in the opposite direction, you know what I mean? Take the win, no matter how small the win is. You know, you can take it. For example, if price might come back to this area and then come back down, but hopefully it won't. Let me draw trend line. No, I can't really draw it right there.
The stock is trading at a record high because the company or the firm under Mark Brown has really tilted more towards its theme insurance.
I don't know. It's I make it really big on my end. I don't know why it's not big to you guys.
Takes that cash and then invests it in private credit securities, and this is really Mark Brown's baby. It's his genius.
Oh.
His his core strategy that he's had the firm pursuing over a decade, but especially in the last 2 years.
There you go. I'll turn the news off. Now here's a huge pullback on the 1 minute. It's probably going to reverse again after it gets to this area of resistance on the RSI. So it'll probably come up to here for the next push back down. Yeah, we can do that. See what I mean? As soon as it got to this area right here, we're making a curve back down. So hopefully it continues. If you exited, the re-entry would be like right here. Or you can wait and enter down here, which is 35213. Go back out to the 15-minute. See what the 1 hour is talking about. No, I'm putting them on top of each other.
You should need the whole half of the screens, nigga.
God, this guy's. Give me 1 second, guys. Use the restroom. I'm back. You said my screen is loading? It's not loading to me. I'll reload it, but it's not, on my end, it's not loading. All right, this is the 1 hour. Okay, I like that the 1 hour is doing that there. On the RSI, go back down to my 15-minute. As I told you guys, market's going to struggle in this area. Let me make it a little bit bigger because right there, that's where it is. We're going to see rejection because of these. This is area of support. So we got to wait till this thing does its thing in this area. You always want to look for areas with long wicks and stuff like that. That's going to be areas of rejection. I'm back. I don't know if you guys can hear me. We're holding a trade until, sorry guys, either until this alert on the 15-minute RSI gets hit, we're going to reevaluate the trade and see if there's enough momentum to push it all the way to the 70, because there's an area of support right here in the RSI that I kind of want to watch out for. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. What do you mean, that it's small, or see the number right here? It's like in 5 minutes. Then you just click out when you're ready to close. But this bar is going. Sorry, I'm talking to my friend. This bar is the red bar. This is where we entered, and then we want price to go all the way down. This is US 30. That's basically these companies here. It's all these companies. It's Apple, Microsoft, Johnson Johnson. Just tells me No, I wasn't on my call. Sorry. I just, my mic was on mute by accident. I didn't know. Short means selling. Is just a term that traders use. Short means selling, and long means buying. All right, everybody should be pretty good in profit here. So we just had news. Let's check that out. S&P Dow recoup early losses while yields remains elevated. Does that mean? Let's go to ChatGPT, see what the hell they talking about. Jake, I think that has to be your computer. I could stop this screen record and not screen record, stop the thing and redo it. Okay. Strong gains. S&P has seen strong gains year since historical trends. The Latin American carry trade involving borrowing low interest rates. The Bank of Japan. News is turning positive. I might want to get out of this thing earlier than expected. Oof. All right, that's the RSI. That was the alert for the RSI. What you call it? But I'm seeing. Let me go back out to the 15-minute. I want it to drop below. I want it to drop below. This is looking good. This is looking good. As I said, the gap between this, the MA, and this, that tells you how much strength there is in the market. So if you see it nice and wide like this, like for example, like right here, see how it's wider, getting wider, and we saw this huge pump up. That's what we're looking for here. Now it's at the 50. We don't want it to bounce off of it. All right, so we gotta wait for the RSI to move below the 50. That's what we want. Seeing long wick form. Price always bounces off the 50, but we want it to go below. Come on, keep pushing, keep pushing. And I'd like this candle. We have 12 minutes on this candle to turn green. I mean red. Hey guys, close out. Close out on this trade. I think we might have a reversal. The news is turning positive. Let's secure that win. And then we're going to wait for this pullback. And then the next move is going to be when price moves below the 30 RSI, the 50 RSI. So close out. Close. Oh, sorry. Close. All right. Secure the bag. Remember, that's why we're here. Can't let greed control our movements. So that's why I'm closing. And then, if anything, we're catching on the move back down. But this is going to be a strong pullback. I want to secure this win right here. Yeah. Our price levels for US 30 on MetaTrader. I mean on MetaTrader. If you're looking at the price on MetaTrader, that's your broker. Okay. So as I said, as soon as it got closer to 50, it reversed. So we wait. I would be cautious. So my next move, I would wait for price to get out of this area. It might reverse and it might go bullish because of the news. I'm seeing positive news. But, you know, if it does or it doesn't, either way, we still caught a win for today. We got to protect those profits. You're welcome, Serge, Jake. Protect those profits. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down to my 1 minute, see what's happening there. We'll probably see some consolidation. It is now 2:05. So we shall see. We shall seize. All right, you guys are welcome, man. You guys are welcome. Thank you. Thank you. So obviously we have support happening right here. The market's going to move sideways and either make a reversal to the top or a reversal to the bottom. Here's how I'm going to catch it. I'm going to put an alert right here on the 1 minute. I'm going to name it continuation. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to name it continuation of downtrend. Downtrend. Boom. So we have that. And if price gets back to around here, I'm going to say possible buy to next resistance area. If I buy, I want to make sure check RSI on 15-minute and 1 hour. Okay. And voila. So boom, we made some money. This is how you need to trade. We made some money. We're cautious, safe, closed out. If it continues, we have an alert set right here. We don't click sell as soon as that alert hits. What we do is we go back in and we see where's the RSI on the 15-minute and 1 hour, and then we make a decision there. So here's what I need to see to continue this. Let's say this alert gets hit. Price comes down and hits it. This is my process. I go back over to the 15-minute, and I need the RSI to be below here. And I want to see big gap between these two. I don't want to see this thing turning up like this. I need to see this line, the purple line, below this area. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to put an alert there as well. I'm going to name that one RSI closing below 50. RSI below 50. Sell possible. So right there, once I get that alert, I go back in. I look to see if there's selling pressure here on volume. First, I check volume. Then I'll check the RSI. Then I'll probably sell from this area down to this area, wherever that may be on the chart. And then I go out to 1 hour, check that RSI. And I would like to see on the 1 hour, a really safe play here would be to set an alert on this RSI, on the MA, and wait on the 1 hour for these things to touch. All right, when they touch, it's 100% a reversal to the downside. It looked like it might continue the trend, but it's moving kind of slowly. It might be consolidation. All right, perfect. When one of these alerts get hit, I'll jump back on the call. I have some other stuff I got to do now, including fixing some of the stuff in the course. I know I saw that you guys put the stuff in there. I'm working on it, getting the 5 trading strategies put in there. So you guys should have that by latest tomorrow. And it should be, I know there's some mistakes in there, some repeated slides and things like that. So I'm going to brush it up and get it nice and shiny for you guys to, learn more. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I'll let John know 20 minutes before I hop on, so you have time, okay? If these alerts get hit. But if you didn't see where my alert is, you're going to set an alert. Hold on. I'll put it in the chat. Copy. These are the alerts that you want and why you want them. Alert. Boom. Reason for that is continuation of the downtrend. I'll put it in the chat here. All right. And this is on the chart, on the chart. Now you need another alert on the RSI on the 15-minute. Alert number 2 is we want it at around 48. That's right below the 50. Let me go. 48.59 is where I have it. So no pending orders.
Hey, Joel.
Hey, buddy. No pending orders. We don't have a trade yet. We're just waiting for the continuation of the trend or a reversal to see if we're going to buy to the upside. Alert, right, on RSI. This is also a sell signal for you to just come back to your computer and look at it. Boom. And I think that's it. Yeah. One thing I want you guys to learn is like these areas right here. Think about it like this. This is the hood, right? Like there's just a lot going on here, bro. It's like boom, 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 wicks. Like there's a big battle. You know what I mean? Big battle. Buyers, sellers, pushing around. You always want, and that's what's happening here. That's exactly what's going to happen for the next. I don't know how long it's going to happen. It's going to happen for a while. So like right here, it happened for 15, 30, 45, an hour. You know what I'm saying? This is like 2-3 hours. So if this happens, this whole situation happens over here, you know, your profits are constantly being fucked with. That's why we got out. You know, if it happens to like, let's say 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you know, and then we might see a push at 3:30, a push to the downside. Traders are leaving. So one team has left the battle, right? So price will drop. That's what's happening. So we're going to go ahead and click out, get to work on all this other stuff. You guys have a wonderful day. It was so nice trading with you. Congrats on the wins. I know I came out with a nice win, 1,200 up for the day. I'm cool with that. I'm only going to take another trade if one of these alerts get hit and all the parameters of my trading strategy are hit. When this alert gets hit, just to review one more time, I want red in the volume. I need to see red volume, high red volume, like preferably above this one. Okay. Next thing I want to see is I want the yellow line to be far away from the RSI and below here. If that doesn't happen, I'm not taking it. You know what I mean? Also, I want long wicks to the top on the lower time frames, on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, I don't need short wicks like this. I need wicks like, let me see here, like this. You see this wick right here? Long wicks to the top. This right here, long wicks, not these little baby wicks, you know? These baby wicks tell me that we're in consolidation and, you know, we're fighting a little battle. So that's it. Yellow above, yeah, crossing over. So I want to see this. As you see right here, you see how the market dipped. You see when the market crossed over here, that's when the downtrend started. So I look for the same thing. Anytime you see that, I'll mark it off. Like anytime you see that, you could start looking for sells. Okay, even on the 1 minute. It does it on the 1 minute. It does it on the 15-minute. It does it on the 1 hour. It just depends on how long you want to be in the trade. So always look at that. And anytime the yellow crosses under, look, see? Let's see. Crosses on the hit right here. Boom. Look what we have. We have an uptrend. You know, so those are just some of the things that I've found out, and you know, that's keeping me in profits. Yeah, brother. You know, but I risked 200 to make 12, so that was 2 to 6, I think, 2 to 6. Yeah, man. It's these things, these little things like this that I teach you guys that keeps you profitable. If you only trade based on like 2 or 3 factors, like it's not enough information to really No. So like I trade based on probability. If this happens, it's more than likely that the market's going to go down. So I try to grab as much probabilities as possible to reinforce my sentiment, whether I'm bullish or bearish. So if I look at 6 main areas and 4 are for